Hello beaders, it's Jerry. Welcome back to Beachside Bead Boutique. And if you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and you will be notified of all my uploads. And on my channel, I do jewelry DIYs, bead unboxing videos, and bead hauls. And today we are going to be making a beaded charm bracelet. And I'm going to be using the beautiful beads that came in the Bargain Bead Box's anniversary bundle, the Malibu Dreams. Now, I told you the last time when I made the beautiful necklace with the Malibu Dreams that I just really love those beads. I mean, they are just beautiful. So I wanted to go ahead and make a charm bracelet with those beautiful beads. Okay, so what you're going to need is a piece of chain. And yes, I already got mine started just slightly. And I have this chain measured at 8 inches. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your chain and wrap it around your wrist. So it's going to go around, and that's going to be the measurement of your wrist, but you want to go slightly over, so about 4 links over the size of your wrist to make sure that you have enough room. And then you will need your beads, and I have an assortment here. And like I said, this is from the Malibu Dreams collection. I have some charms that I may use, just different, kind of charms. These are the charms that came in the Malibu Dreams bundle, and these are charms that I have here that I already had here. So these are the freshwater pearls. These are the crackle agate beads, and these are the dyed agate beads, and these are the tumbled nugget beads, and these are the little shell pearls, and these are glass beads, and these are the faceted crystal beads. So I'm going to use these, and then I may even put some of these in there. So these are the rhinestone round beads. And then I may use 1 or 2 of the starfish beads. And then you will need some jump rings. I have gold here. And a lobster clasp, or the kind of clasp of your choice. I do have the bead caps that came in the bundle. And then these are the spacer beads that I'm going to use, and these came from Hobby Lobby from Bead Design Co. It is, I believe. And then I do have some gold head pins, and you'll need a nice stash of them because we're going to be making our bead charms. And then you will need your tools. I have my one-step looper. I have my bent nose pliers. I have round nose pliers. And I have flush cutters. So you don't necessarily need a one-step looper. I mean, if you have it, great. If not, I will show you how to make your beaded charms without them. And then you will need your round nose pliers, and then whatever kind of pliers that you have. You don't necessarily need the bent nose pliers. You could use flat nose pliers, chain nose pliers, just, something to help you put your beads on your chain and close your loops. Okay? Okay, so you see I already got this started. So I'm just going to be putting the beads on every link. So I'm going to put 1 bead on every link to start. And then I may add beads as I go to make it, nice and full. Okay. And then I'm just going to do it kind of random, just spacing the beads out, not really in any kind of a pattern. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to make the charms. Since I have this bigger bead here, I think my next bead is going to be a smaller bead. So I'm actually going to put 2 of these. And then you want to put your So you're putting your beads on your head pin, and then my head pin I'm going to put on my one-step looper through the other edge here. So you're going to put your end of your head pin through the little hole on the one-step looper, and then put your beads just before the edge of the one-step looper. Now, especially when you're using small beads with the one-step looper, you have to be very careful, because if you put it too far, then as you clutch this together, it's going to smash your beads. So you just want to take it just slightly before the edge of the one-step looper. So it's going to look like that, and then you're going to go ahead and press your one-step looper in, and then you could bend the beads back slightly and remove it from the chamber. See, and it made a nice loop. Now I'm going to put this on my chain right next to this pink one. So you might need to open this up slightly. Now you could use a jump ring here if you want to, and attach that to your chain. But I'm just going to use the loop that we just created. So I attached that on the link next to the brighter pink one. And then I'm going to make sure it's closed. Okay. So then we have this. Let's do one more. Now I think I'm going to use the gold spacer and then my pearl. So you're going to put your spacer on your head pin, put your pearl on your head pin, and let's see, maybe do I want to put, no, we won't do that. And then I'm just going to put it through my one-step looper. So put your head pin through the hole on the other side of the one-step looper, taking it close to the edge, but not right up against it, just slightly before. And then impress it and push your bead down slightly. And there you go. I'm going to open this just slightly to put it on our chain. And then I'm going to attach it to the link next to the one we just did. And then go back and close it up. Okay, now let me show you how to make charms if you don't have a one-step looper. So you're going to take your head pin and put on whatever bead you want. In this case, I'm going to use bead cap, and then I'm going to put my bead. And then I'm going to use the other bead cap. And then you're going to take your flush cutters So you're going to have about 1/4 of an inch between the top of your bead and your flush cutters, okay? And then you're going to cut. And then you're going to take your round nose pliers to the very top of the bead. And then you're going to just bend that back. And then you're going to take your round nose pliers to the very top of your head pin where you just cut. And then you're just going to loop it back. And then straighten it out. And there you go. So you could easily make your loops that way, if that's how you need to. Do whichever way is easiest for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue making some more of my bead charms, and I will be back. Okay, let me show you guys something real quick. So I'm going to put one of these beads on my head pin. Now see, this hole is bigger than the other beads. So see, when we put it through our head pin, because the hole is so big, it's going to go right through. Okay, so what you can do in that case is take a smaller bead. So I'm going to take one of these little glass beads. And then I'm going to put my bead with the larger hole on my head pin. Okay, so that's going to keep it on there. Or let's see, we want one of these. Okay, we'll do that. Now that's just a trick, you know, with any kind of bead that has a large hole. So always put a seed bead, or, you know, just some kind of a smaller bead first, and then put your larger hole bead. I'm just going to continue making some more charms, and when I feel that I have enough, then I will be back and we will go ahead and assemble our bracelet. Okay, so I have a bunch of my bead charms made. So you see I have several of the colors, and then these little ones here, what I want to do is make little clusters with them. So let me show you what I did here. So I went ahead and put 4 of the little beads. So you see I made them all into little charms, and then I put 4 of them on one jump ring like that, and then attached it to my chain. So that's what I'm going to do with those. Okay, so we're just going to just alternate the beads. I mean, really no specific pattern. So that's how I'm going to do that. So we will go ahead and put one of these. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. Now we are just going to attach the beads to our chain. Close it up. Okay, let's do our cluster. So I'm taking a jump ring, and then I'm going to take 4 of my little charms and put them all on one jump ring. And then I'm going to attach that to my chain. And close it up. Let's use this one next. Now see, if you hold the chain like this, so grab all your beads in one hand and go to the last bead and expose the next link that's in the line. And take your hook and hook it to that link. Okay, you take it, all your beads, and then it's looking cute. Oh, it's looking really pretty. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, I'm just going to continue stringing the beads onto my chain, and then I will come back when I'm just about done so we can finish it up. Hey guys, well, apparently my overhead tripod just broke. So this is the thing that holds my phone to, to it. So anyway, so I'm going to have to make the best of the situation and change to my standing tripod. So hopefully you guys can see everything that's going on here. Okay, so this is the bracelet so far. Almost done. It's not really pretty. I really like it. Okay, so I'm just going to finish just a little bit more on this side, and then we'll fill in any areas that we think, need more, then that's fine, and maybe put some charms on here. Okay. So the show must go on. Let's see. Okay. I think this is actually a good length. Take this one off. Okay, I'm going to put my lobster clasp on. And I'm going to put my lobster clasp right here. So I'm taking a gold lobster clasp. And a gold jump ring. And then I'm going to attach this to my end. Make sure you close it good. Actually, I should have checked my lobster clasp first. I forgot. But at least we're not crimping or anything. So if it's not good, then we could just easily take it off our jump ring and replace it. All right, let's put some charms on here. Okay. Now, let me put the star on. And I'm just going to take a small jump ring. And of course, this is totally optional. You can put charms on if you want to, or you can just leave, you know, all the many charms that we already have on here. I'm going to put this and just see how it looks. I want to take it off. I'll take it off. I actually like it. And then I'm going to put a couple. Let me see what we got here. Let's use one of these. Let's use this one that came with the Bargain Bead Box, because I think this is so cute. And whatever we don't like on here, we can take off. I think it is super cute. So pretty. So I took this off because it was just getting kind of lost in there. So I want this to be in a piece where this stands out. So I'm going to keep that for another time. So in place of that, I added this little starfish. Isn't that cute? A little smiley face on it. So I'm going to add, I think, one charm right here at the edge. Let's do a seashell. Let's see. So then I'm just going to put this, I'm going to attach it to this last jump ring. And you don't have to if you don't want to, of course. We have plenty of dangles and charms on here, so if you don't want to add one more, you don't have to. Okay, so this is the bracelet, and I really, really love it. I think it is so pretty. But like I said, I love these beads, and so, I mean, to me, it's just so beautiful. See, we have our little charms on here. So we have this little starfish here and a little seashell here. And then we have one little seashell that I added at the back by the clasp. So pretty though, isn't it? Love it. So what I'm going to do now, see, I still have some of my bead charms left. So I'm just going to make a quick pair of earrings using these. I figure why not, because it's already done. So I'm just going to take my ear wire. Make sure this is straight. Make sure your loop is closed good. Just going to take my ear wire. And open that up slightly. Then take your bead. And close that up. And then do the same to the other. And that's it. We have two. We have a cute pair of earrings. I think they're cute. Goes with that nicely. Okay. So here is our beautiful charm beaded bracelet. I think it is so cute. I really do love it. And you know, this is your bracelet. You could do it as many charms or as little charms as you want. I mean, that's all up to you. If you want to do less, just put a few. You can. If you want to add more to this, you obviously can. So it's completely up to you how full or not full you want it. But I love it just like this. I think it is very pretty. And then our cute little earrings that we made out of the leftover bead charms that we had. I mean, so simple. Very cute, right? Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.